Welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. This is the only time when the B guy is actually better than the A guy, because Hank, the B guy, Svec, is actually the owner of Wildflower Bee Farm in Ontario, Canada. And we actually had Hank on back in April. He told us that most of his bees had just died, but we wanted to give you an update on it because bees are so important to our life, actually. Hank, welcome to the show. Did you ever figure out what the deal was with them all dying?
Well, it was a combination of things, Mitch. I think it was a queen failure. I made a lot of mistakes, bumbled and stumbled my way through a few things, and we're learning from it. I can tell you right now, as we sit, the farm's rocking. We have over 30 hives. The bees are loving it, and we made some changes based on last year.
Here you are. You're an expert in beekeeping, and obviously you have the farm and such. And then, you still have mysteries. Why did these all die? So it goes to show you there's a whole lot we still have to learn about the bees. And people actually can get involved and watch as well, right, with this web camera?
It's so exciting. I'm kind of we have a 24/7 HD quality camera on one of our hives. We installed it this spring. And so, 24 hours a day, you can watch what the bees are doing. There's some things happening at night that I didn't know about. I mean, I'm learning, and I'm hopefully when people see things, they just click an observation button and they can type what they're seeing, and it adds to our database. So we can all work to help save the bees by just observing them. And it doesn't matter what you see, because the other day I saw a carpenter bee messing around, and I didn't know carpenter bees try to get into hives or have anything to do with bees. So we can learn so much by doing this together.
It's my understanding carpenter bees will go in and just knock down walls and renovate and everything. I don't think that's what it is. Oh,
they're actually quite harmless.
Okay, it's 24 hours, so you could see it at night. What, you got like infrared cameras or what?
Yeah, we have an infrared. It's amazing, and that's how we discovered the infrared. So one night at 10 o'clock, I'm a bit addicted sometimes. So I'm watching at 10 o'clock at night, and I see these bees kind of like sunning themselves outside of the hive, and I'm thinking, I hope they're not being attracted to the infrared, which might harm them. So I did a science review and found out that at UCLA and in Europe, they found out that infrared light actually helps bees recover from any pesticide exposure.
Oh, okay.
And I started thinking, well, a few days before that, I'm around a farm area, there had been some spraying, and I'm thinking, what if the bees are kind of figuring this out? So we're going to do more research on infrared and actually install some in other hives, because the science says 15 minutes of exposure twice a day counteracts all of the pesticide that bees will experience on a farming environment. So it's pretty crazy stuff.
It really is. If folks dial into the web camera, when's usually the best time you see a lot of activity? And I would imagine the morning time would be. This is a live shot, by the way, right now, what's going on. But
I'm amazed at why a few of them go out. There's they send out these, maybe they draw straws, and people that are, they'll send them out during the morning when it's raining or something, but usually 2 to 5 p.m. are your best times. But again, if there's a thunderstorm coming, all of a sudden you'll see a mass of bees. And every once in a while, the other day I saw a rookie show where a bunch of new bees were learning how to fly, and there was just a ton of them at around 1 to 2 o'clock, and they were rookies. They were coming back, hitting the hive, missing the entrance. It was kind of comical. So you can learn all kinds, and it's great for kids too, of course.
You mentioned rain. They can fly in the rain?
I thought they were in big trouble when it rains, but apparently I was watching during a rain. It was sort of a gentle kind of rain, but tons of bees were coming back, and more surprisingly, bees were leaving during a rainstorm. And I don't understand. I have no idea why. The science doesn't really tell us much.
Yeah, well, maybe they're good at dodging the raindrops. I don't know.
Maybe they're rookies and they haven't figured it out yet. I don't know, but it's pretty interesting. They do have people that go out. They do have bees that go out and get water. And you'd think they wouldn't have to go far to get water if it's raining, but I have no idea where they're going.
How could folks be cool? Where can they go?
Go to wildflowerbeefarm.com and just become a member of the Bee Science Club and give us your feedback. We need you to help us save the bees, and you're going to be we call them bee detectives. Send us notes when you see things, ask questions. We'll figure this out.
Hank, always love having you on. Save the bees, keep them going. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Mitch. All the best.